And now is the time on A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream where Jeannie looks at me disapprovingly.
That's funny. Am I doing that?
I mean, pretty much constantly.
I saw this. Okay. I was telling Patrick how I don't think I ever will need. I get depressed sometimes, especially going through the whole cancer thing was really, really difficult. It's one of those things where today's the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think as a survivor, you kind of live in fear. And so if you feel an ache or pain, you go, oh my God, is it back? And it's kind of scary. So I go through periods where something like that might happen and I get scared and I get depressed. And I told Patrick, I don't need anything but Instagram Reels. I know that sounds ridiculous.
Oh my God. I was like, where is this going?
But I will, when I'm feeling like...
Instagram Reels is Jeannie's Prozac.
It's my Prozac. It is my Prozac because I will just start watching funny videos and then I forget.
Instagram Reels are like...
Where's this going,
Stupid
right?
cat videos.
Where's this going?
Stupid dog videos.
I watched one of them the other day, and it was a gorilla. And the gorilla, and it just said, my wife looking at me after she told me not to hurry for a task that she wanted me to do or something that didn't have to be done right now. And she keeps the gorilla keeps picking out and looking at the husband. I'm like, that's me. I'll be like, don't rush. It's fine. And then I'll just be looking at him like, is he doing it? Has he gotten it done yet? So,
Or what it should be is my wife asking me to do the fourth thing in a row before I've even completed the first thing.
Yes, I will do that. But it is the last day of breast cancer awareness, and just one more plug. Not that we should always be conscientious of it, but one last plug to go get your mammogram and encourage those around you to do self-examinations, and it's just really important. So, because it's out there, and it seems like it's out there, and seems like it's everywhere. It's just
We're
scary.
just getting older.
I just hate it.
We've been talking about the weight of getting older lately.
Yeah.
So
I miss because we call it BC, before cancer, and AC, after cancer, and there was this kind of just
the illusion of safety.
Yeah. And then after, it's just a scary thing. And it's scary to have loved ones go through it too. It's just awful. I hate it. So, on a brighter note.
Well, but that's all part of it, right? You've got to it can't be all good all the time. And that's just part of it, right? So what is it? The Buddha said life is suffering. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. All I know is I totally agree with, what was it, Nietzsche, that says life is meaningless. So it's like, life has meaning. You got to take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah.
The light and the dark. You can't appreciate one without the other, the yin and the yang. So it's all good. It's all good. So, congrats to your 85-year-old mother.
Yeah.
I look forward to having those days with Jamie.
I love that yeah. I love stories of survival.
Oh my God, somebody just fell. Don't fall, Joanne.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
I did want to let you know, I think OESD's Black Friday special just started. Did it drop yesterday or did it drop today? So, and just a reminder that we do have affiliate links, and a lot of you use them, and we're so appreciative. Just because we know it's extra steps for you to go onto our website, click through our link. But it does help the store, and it does help us. And I can't remember if it's 30% off, like everything, or what they're doing right now.
Is it like one of those things where if they buy a certain amount, they get something?
Yeah, they're also still doing, well, I mean, they're going to do like some deep discounts, and they're also doing the holiday celebration. So this is October still. So they're giving away the, I think they do, and I think they automatically do it, but if you purchase $59.99 or more, you get the ornament design. And these were all done by Heather Mundy. And like, how much fun are these? I mean, she did so many of them. They're so great though. There's the flat ones with the ornament like in the center, the little dangly thing. And then there's these that are like the dimensional ones. So that's the freebie for October. For for November, the freebie is going to be their holiday embroidery designs. So they're the ones that are going to be ones you can put on a pillow, a tea towel. I mean, they're always fun and beautiful. So that's going to be for the month of November. So if you want that one, maybe you wait one day. Wait until November 1st to get those. And then if I can, I should look at that. Let me confirm it, because I'll see if I can match in the store. We don't have everything, but also digital downloads, we can always do that. But I'd say just get it straight through the affiliate link.
The affiliate link.
Yeah, and go straight onto OEST. But if you are local and you want to do stuff in the store, can you talk for a minute? Let me just confirm the.
Well, you want me to just pick up some random place?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's Halloween. I just can't even believe it's Halloween.
You should show them this.
Why?
Well,
I don't even know what that was.
That was, hang on. You should show them, because they've heard about our Halloween parties.
Oh my God, stop. Can you stop? Can you stop touching my computer? Stop. So, is it a different sale every day? Right now, they're doing 30% off freestanding Christmas lace. Freestanding lace for Christmas embroidery. And I will better inform myself. Because,
Yeah, this is Jeannie's version of Dance Monkey Dance.
Patrick, what does that mean?
You being like, Patrick,
okay, premiere
you
today
talk.
only. Don't miss out on our exciting. Oh shoot, was that yesterday?
So just use the affiliate link, please, and don't. Yeah.
Black Friday comes. Okay, sorry, it was yesterday.
Well, no, it's still ongoing though.
Is it ongoing?
They're just at 2 p.m. Central Daily Time is when it started. But like you just were on the site and it was showing that the sale was ongoing, so I think it's like evolving. So if you use our affiliate link, it's greatly appreciated.
Am I not? Do I have poor reading comprehension?
Yes, you do.
Wait, but it says 2 p.m. here.
Right. Yesterday.
Maybe they're just showing.
They started it yesterday.
Okay.
At 2 p.m.
Okay.
So don't worry about it.
Let me show you something else that Heather Mundy came in and did, because this is so amazing. This is the freestanding lace, the carousel, and with the little I guess the little horses, right? But I thought this was so clever. She did a Halloween one. So that, thinking outside the box. And I loved it. She sent me pictures and I looked at it really quickly and I was like, oh, that's really cute. And then I went, wait a minute. Those horses. So like a pumpkin one. And I think she said she did this in software. So she did take Software 101 with Michelle. And she does amazing stuff. And this is Secretary Monday that you guys are familiar with. Look at this one with this scar going down, and then the one with the spider. So, and how fun is that? Instead of the traditional Christmas colors, she did this with like Halloween and then the gingerbread fabric. So I always love that. I'm so focused on getting a project done, or actually not even getting a project done, just getting a project started, that I rarely think outside the box. Except I did work on another pair of Picasso pants this weekend, and I was like, I want to applique on this. So they're sitting half done right now because
every time she would lay them out on the floor with the applique she was going to do, the dogs would go and like lay on it.
Yes, I struggled getting it
If
done.
you've ever seen like a video of a dog like stepping or kicking like a laptop, that's Poppy.
Yeah. So I struggle to get things done, and Patrick's like, just put them in their crate, but I struggle doing that too. But I love that. And I did want to show you this too. I did not get a lot of stitching done this weekend. But that's the thing for me when I don't have a ton of time to... Can we bring this computer home, please, tonight as soon as this is done?
I'll go put it in the car.
I love my 10 needle because my 10 needle is my just set and go. So when I don't have a lot of time to get something done, or I don't have a lot of time to babysit or film, then what I'm doing is just setting that machine, and I literally will set it before I go to bed, before I come to the store, all of those things. And I'm working on the stockings. So this is the one with the poinsettias. You can't even appreciate the beauty of these blocks, but they are absolutely gorgeous.
Stitch heavy block.
Yeah, surprisingly, this one right here, I think this one was 117 minutes. So, and then there's a toe.
117 minutes, so that's like
almost 2 hours.
50,000 stitches probably.
It was like 60,000.
Yeah.
60,000 stitches. This one was like a little itty bitty, but it consists of 5 blocks. The toe I think is at home because it's connected to, because I had to redo this one. This is what it looks like on a multi-needle when you get a little piece of lint in the bobbin tension. So I came downstairs, and this was another thing where I just set it, and these are the things that do sometimes happen, but I don't know if you can see all of that white. Can you see that? That was my bobbin thread coming up because I had the tiniest piece of lint in there, and you sweep underneath the little
you're
arm.
talking about in here?
Yeah.
It just looks like it's meant to be that way.
No, it doesn't. This is what it's meant to be.
Are you going to be okay with it or redo
No,
the block?
I restitched it. That's what's underneath my needle right now is I restitched it. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just leave it. It's a good example of me being like, this is what it looks like, but I don't want it to be there. So I restitched it. But it's beautiful. I stitched this out. And if you want to get this, I put links to the fabric that I'm using for these. So this is the poinsettia one. This is the Donna Gelsinger one. I am going to stitch out the Santa as well. And this is, I still think this one might be my favorite one. These are the Cynthia Frenetti ones. So this is going to be and I'm going to put them all together. I'm going to film it. So I don't know if there's going to be a sew along, but I'll film it. I filmed most of this one, and I'm going to film the putting it all together. And this is
can I ask you a question?
And I haven't been looking at any of that.
Yeah, I have. They're speaking amongst themselves. Can I ask a question that is pertinent to a question that was asked of me yesterday? So in this block, it's kind of apparent. But I had a customer that came in that had kind of a block like this. And then she was like, but my block is outside of the stitch.
Yes.
And she was worried that it was offset. Could you explain that purpose for them?
Oh, So, yeah, I mean, you're going to, when you sew this together, you are going to go one stitch, and that's why the red outline is really important. So let's see the red outline. And sometimes I'll pull this off. You're going to sew one stitch inside of the red outline. So right here is my red outline, and I know that's about 1/8 of an inch inside. One stitch inside to kind of encase that. Or one stitch inside of this. You're just going to go one stitch inside of that.
So that had been the second time somebody came in.
It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be that way.
Question. So basically,
it's
they're
not
just
right on the edge.
Guidelines. And so, you know, not even really knowing the pattern that she had, I was like, that's supposed to be like that.
Yeah,
like
it's supposed to be like that.
But
this white, a lot of times I will pick a color that's going to match because in case you don't catch that stitch, but it's not right here that you're sewing on this edge. It's that last stitch out and one stitch inside.
So the free bonus designs from OASD are delivered how?
It's like if you buy from us and in the store,
you actually
get No. It's all a digital download, and I will, if it's bought from us, then I'm watching, and if you feel like I didn't send you something, let me know. And I watch like your purchases, or if they're at the register, I'll be like, if you do, you know, $10 more or like $20 more, just remind me. But I'll send those to you. Like I will go onto their Designs by Demand, and I put your name in, your email address, and they'll be loaded there to OESD. So it's on your OESD account. If you get it directly from OESD, and it's over the $59.99, I think they send it to you. But if not, let me know, and I will figure it out. If you use my affiliate link, then I can see when you do that purchase, and I'll check. So I think I did both of yours, Michelle. I think you had one for last month and one for this month.
So
oh wait, okay. And so this one is this is the Frenetti one, and it's so beautiful. It is just like this stitching. I don't think you can appreciate it here. You got to see it in person. And I'll finish these up this weekend.
I feel like the OESD stuff is just
beautiful.
Is always super beautiful. Like.
So this is the final one, and this is fast. So if you wanted to do one and you want to get it done quickly, this one is super fast. I think I have one more block. Maybe I left it at home. They're all 5 blocks. And I'll put it together so you can see it. This one's fast because it's applique. Like the green and the polar bear's head, and then the green and the stocking, that's all applique, and then there's some stitching on there. So if you want to do something, I thought about, maybe we could do this one as a sew along. So I'll think about it and let me evaluate what kind of time we have. But this one was really fast and really, really cute. And I have all of these fabrics linked in our listing. So this is Amanda Murphy's. This is her cotton shot, and this is also her emerald cotton shot. This one is a fairy frost, which I think is absolutely perfect, and it has a little bit of shimmer in there. And then for the Santa, I'm going to be using this fabric right here, which is I think this is a new grunge, and it's perfect. And there's a link, and I can't remember what the name of this one is. But when I do my stockings, this is a 12-inch and 10 inches of shape flex on the back, because you don't need it edge to edge. So, that's how I get it ready.
So somebody asked, was it LaDonna, if I thought if Brother's going to move the multi-needle to the Android platform. I mean, the reality is, in the long run, I think you're going to see the whole line move to the Android platform. And can we talk for a second about used machines and just Brother and kind of what we're seeing? So,
because I did want to talk about those too.
Used machines in the store. Basically everything I've talked about except for the Aventura 2 and the 30. So Jeannie had taken home a 3600. That last night she decided she was not going to take home. So the Aventura, the 3600 are identical machines. The 3600 is a brother version of the machine, so it includes Disney. The Aventura is the baby lock version of the machine. So I made a comment to Jeannie yesterday, and I had somebody in the store as I was talking about the incoming used luminaires and Solarises. But the reality is the brother Disney machines consistently sell at higher prices. Like, so it's just a consideration, like, as you're evaluating new machines. Just remember, if it's a high-end brother machine with Disney, like for the Destinies and Dream machines, that difference was between like $1,200 to $1,500 when we were going through that. Right now, we're seeing similar numbers in Solarises and Luminaires. Like it's literally a 4-figure difference, like $1,000 or more. I was going through some eBay with a woman that was looking at one of our Luminaires that had gotten traded in, and like the Luminaire XP3s were literally, you know, $1,500 or $2,000 more than the Solaris Visions. There haven't been a lot of the current generations that have sold, but the comps were apparent. So just something to consider. LaDonna asked a question about the Android platform. The other thing I also am going to mention is frustration, because I was just thinking about that as well. So I think what you're going to see with Brother, given a successful launch of the Avenir and the successful launch of the Android platform in the Avenir, it will take time, because basically you're not going to see a wholesale shift to new software. But I think once that happens, you're going to see all of the new machines move to the Android platform. I just think that's going to be the way it works. And that's really what you see with Brother. Brother does not often remake the wheel. So for Brother to move to a new platform is a very big deal. What I always say is that with Brother, what you generally see is you see Brother perfecting a platform instead of remaking one. So a lot of the brands, every time they come out with a major new platform, there's all this new stuff, and there's all this new mechanics, and there are all these bugs to work through. Like Brother on the hardware front, like you're going to see changes, but oftentimes I can take a needle bar out of like a 30-year-old machine and it still fits in the new machine. And so when they find a component and that component works, they don't leave that component. They don't remake the wheel. And as a result, their stuff tends to work much better. I really don't have a hesitation around a new platform. The stuff that they that like bugs and stuff like that can be fixed in software, and their stuff just works. And that's where the Android platform comes in, and why I'm excited about the Android platform. The other thing I will actually say is I've recently had 2 customers shift from other brands. Most of the other brands, their product sews really well, but there is no comparison in the other brands to Brothers Embroidery. And so it's funny. I just had a customer pick up a Luminaire, and the very first weekend she had the machine, she's like, oh my God, the embroidery. It's like she was moving out of Bernina. And if you have Bernina, I'm not talking down about your Bernina, but the reality is the Brother embroidery just looks better. It's smoother. It is, Brothers got the embroidery market locked down. Like we've talked about this earlier in the year when we were hearing industry numbers where they were saying the Brother made machines encompass about 75% of the, or upwards of 75% of the embroidery world right now. So, and then I also had a customer that made a move from FOF to Brother. So, one of the very, very difficult things for people that are brand loyal to do is make that change. But universally, what we hear from those customers once they've made that change is they're like, I don't know why I waited so long. So if you've been on the fence, you're feeling brand loyal, like we will have a lot of Brother and Baby Lock, like Brother made Baby Lock machines coming through the store. Like as of right now, I think we've pre-sold somewhere in the neighborhood of like 36 or 37 Avenires. Most of those are coming with a Luminaire or Solaris in trade. So, it is a big deal to make that change from one brand to another, but don't wait, because universally what we hear is like, and it was funny because it was literally in like a 3 to 4 day period that I had 2 different customers. One that was just kind of like, I've barely done much at all, but I've done some embroidery, and oh my God, what was I dealing with? And then
so Patrick and I always talk about it. We're kind of like, it's kind of like having a boyfriend, and he was pretty good looking, but maybe he didn't treat you so well. But you kept
bed.
but you kept trying to make it work, and you kept trying, and you kept thinking, well, maybe it's me. It's not you. Get a new boyfriend. That Brother boyfriend, you'll like him.
Gets all Kama Sutra on you.
You'll like that new boyfriend. You got to try him out. And it's hard when you invest so much into a relationship, and because that's what you have with that machine, that other machine.
I mean, we had a group of gals in town that, like, it took a long time to break in. But once we broke in, it's funny because universally what we heard was, I don't know why I waited so long.
Yeah, don't wait. Kick that boyfriend to the curb, and you try this new boyfriend, and you're going to like him. Yeah.
And in no way, like, by the way, like in no way am I talking, like, with the Baby Lock machines are Brother machines. So, like, in no way am I talking down about Baby Lock. We were Baby Lock dealers for a long time. We love the company. Our differences with the company are based around leadership at the company, not the machines. The machines are the machines. Now, that said, Art Spira and some of the My Connection universe and all that stuff is there. But we love our Baby Lock users, and we love our Baby Lock machines.
Yes.
So, it's, it is, just don't wait.
Yes. You could have some good times with your new boyfriend. Okay. Cindy West, I emailed you a link to, she was asking about the fabrics, and I carry all those fabrics. They're here in the store. I think it wants you to have for the stockings a half yard for the front, and then a yard and a half for the embroidery, and then half a yard for the lining. I think probably you'll be good with 2/3 a yard, but I'd go a yard just in case. And if you want to make multiples, then you're going to want more fabric. But I'm doing all the stitching for each stocking on one 12-inch strip with, like, this is the leftover, with room for error.
Did you post anything about your new favorite hoop?
Oh, okay.
All right, so somebody asked earlier about the 5x7 hoop
Bev
that Jeannie's
did,
been
and
using.
I emailed you information, Bev.
And so that is the flash frame. There's a frame that's been out for like 3 or 4 years that Jeannie's never used.
I never used it. I used it for the first time. So I used my
the sashing frame.
I used the sashing frame, which is the magnetic, and it's got the Hardy magnets on it. I think it's probably, I took it home with me.
No, there was another one in this.
But it is, I'd call it like the 7 by, the 10 by 10 that you have for the Luminaire and the Solaris, or the 7 by 14 with the like Hardy magnets that you have to pry off. That's the one
Did
that
you-
I used.
Did you do that video, or did you run it? You ran out of space.
I did. I was filming a video and then I ran out of space and I
I
threw
walked
my
into the
arms
house
up.
and all I could hear is, "Oh my God, I love this, and it's the best." And
They're all the best. They're like children. They're all the best for different reasons. But what I love about it is because I don't have a favorite. I'm like, ooh, I just love this right now for what I'm doing, and I love that for what I did. The magnets are almost, they kind of go like up and down, and you push them down, and they're rock solid. So I will do a video and I'll film it, but it's the it's 8x14 basically. It's 7 and 7/8. So the 8x14 for the multi needle is what I'm talking about, and I've had it for quite a while right now, and I'm resistant to change and trying new things. But I was like, but I went, maybe this will make my job easier. Maybe I'll like this better. Maybe it'll have a tighter fit. So maybe the hooping will be easier. So I love it. I love it. And I'll do a video and I'll show it to you in action.
so, so LaDonna, the reality is,
Yeah, we don't know.
you can never, like, I always tell folks, don't wait. Like, the reality is, there's always going to be a better phone. Like, it's like cell phones. So, like, if you want something, you don't know what's going to happen. If you can do it, do it. You never know what's going to happen next year.
Yeah, and usually by
And
the
so-
summer we know what's coming out. You'll know if there's a new machine.
Yeah, like, so we haven't heard anything, and it's not by the summer. Like, it's like around December or January that we will generally start to
Yeah,
hear
but
stuff. We can't.
We
actively talk
are one
about
of
it.
those stores though that we will.
We'll tell you.
We'll be
we
like,
won't-
hey, I would wait until August because they're coming out with a new machine. So as soon as, because the last thing we want to do is sell you a 10 needle and then sell you a 10 needle in June, and then in August they drop that there's a new 10 needle. Like, we never, as soon as we start hearing wind of something, we
You
don't
can-
spill the beans, but we'll be like, hey, there might be something new coming out. You might want to wait.
And there is, you could certainly trade up every 2 years. But
Trade
you know,
in, trade up.
we're also people like, and it's funny because I had people that wanted to trade up to get into Brother. Like, for example, like they wanted to go, rather than upgrading a Solaris, they were like, I just want the Luminaire. And I would tell them, like, then wait. Like, see what happens, make sure that there's no fear of missing out unless you're absolutely positive. Like, I try to be practical, and as much as I love people that trade up every 2 years, I don't necessarily think it's I'll talk myself out of a sale sometimes with folks that want to do stuff like that. But I wouldn't wait for if you're waiting for the next greatest thing, you're never going to buy anything. And that's just not a really great way to go about it either, because I think there are a lot of good times to be had with something like a multi-needle.
Cora just asked about bobbins. I do have the metal bobbins, Cora, so I'll reach out to you. And hoops, for those of you waiting for your 7x12s, I have not gotten shipping confirmation on that, or the BES Silver software. And there's a couple random other things, but most people have gotten
Well,
almost
did you
everything.
look like there's a
I looked
huge
today.
order coming?
Yeah, I
and
checked
there were no
it.
7x12s
Yeah.
in there.
I looked at
Okay.
it. Yeah. So, and if there's anything you're dying for this holiday season, since we're not doing the Brothers sale and we're not doing the Christmas sale, let me know.
You just have to reach out.
Yeah,
Like,
reach
you can
out.
Send something to us. What my concern is just knowing what goes into and the chaos that goes into these big machine launches. Like, I'm not gonna bury us like that. Like, we're just not gonna bury ourselves like that frequently.
Yes. Maybe we'll just do it once a year.
Well, I mean, we could do it more than that.
And like in the summer, like when it.
we'll do it whenever, but like, you know,
I'd say beginning of the year. So
we're not holding our breath for that either. So we're gonna do it when we see fit, and we're not gonna announce anything, because then all of you are gonna be like, when is it? When is it? When is it? When is it? I'm gonna be like, wait, and then and Jeannie will be like, I can't do it anymore, and I'll be like, just a little more. Like it's a lot.
That's me. You're the one who's like, I can't do it, and I'm the one.
When was the last time I said I can't do it? And when was the last time you said you can't do it?
You were crying up at your desk. Remember, you were crying over there.
When was this?
Anyhow, oh, I did want to talk to you about a class, and this is just up on the calendar. So Michelle put this up. This is going to be a scan and cut class, and it's going to be, it's foiled, grungy foiled, is that what, I don't even know what it is. It's called the foiled tea towel, the grunge foil. I can't even read. The grunge foil tea towel. You'll make 2 of them in class. And this is the Kimberbell towel, so it comes in a little pack. There's the class, and there is going to be a kit. And I don't know if you've used the speckled Moda fabric, but it is so amazing. Everything comes in your kit. So you'll have the foil, you'll have the fabric that goes on, and then the trim as well. So Michelle just comes up with the greatest classes, doesn't she? They're so awesome. So that is up on the calendar. The Grinch is up on the calendar. Make sure you get your sweatshirts and order those soon. Was there something else?
I don't think so. So Bev asked, was Bev the one that asked the question about she asked the question about the flash frame, and you answered
I emailed
that, right?
her.
Okay.
Yep, emailed her.
Can't answer the question about foils. I don't know.
I think I asked her, and I think she said you can wash this. So maybe you just wash it or like cold and delicate, but I'm not sure. That's a question for Michelle. We can ask her tomorrow.
Maybe they're decorative, but don't use towels.
How do you?
Like, don't use those. What are you doing?
Oh my
Get
God.
your grubby hands away from those.
That's so funny. Everything in our house has to be used. Like we don't have that.
And reused. I'm like, is that napkin crunchy?
Yeah,
yet? I'm like, I'll use that again.
Well, growing up, like Koreans don't even use napkins. Like, what did we do? We just were like that, just our chopsticks. In our, we never had. I mean, we would use like if you were eating like watermelon, it was everywhere. Then we would use like a napkin. We had napkins, but it wasn't something that you put out all the time. And so sometimes I'll forget when we have like guests over.
We never forget.
Sometimes
we just don't do it. I'm like halfway into the meal, like when the kids are around, I'm like, hey, go get napkins.
Yeah, but we never.
So I'm like looking at a guest with stuff all over their face.
No,
Like, go get that guy a napkin. That guy needs one.
That guy needs one. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, we never had anything like this growing up.
So wait a minute, Bev.
This is it.
You bought a flash frame, but no driver.
Can we buy just the driver?
I don't think they. I need to look and see.
I need
so that's
the
not
part too.
not a listed part. So there are 2 options there, and one is I can see if that isn't.
Did you get it from us and we?
Or the other thing that we could always do is get the frame the other size with the driver. But I need to see if that's an actual part, because it's not on the price list.
It's the F frame. I think it's the F. For fantastic. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we use cloth napkins. Illuminate. Ooh. We'll have to figure that out for you, Cindy. But it probably won't be so bad.
What?
Shipping a used luminaire to Hawaii.
I could ship a used luminaire to Hawaii for $500 or less.
Yeah, and what that would do would cancel out your sales tax.
The other thing is, so somebody was just telling me, well, they actually flew back with a Luminaire as their luggage. They paid an overweight fee on Southwest, but they flew back. It was just the overweight fee.
Yeah.
They didn't charge them freight. So it was like $70 or something to fly back with it. Have driver, it is the part that Jeannie was putting on the machine.
Not sure that would be the, I think it says F on it.
Well, no, she's saying she has the driver.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have the frame?
Is it the frame that you're missing? So you have the F part that screws on and the frame that you like push on. And what I'm realizing is, because the tubular, if you're a multi-needle person and you've been using like these different frames, I'm learning that my tubular table is indispensable. Because some of these frames, like if you have a jerky or you have a fast frame or something like that, they kind of catch on. There's like a free arm that comes down the center. And some of them, the edge will kind of catch and then pop up and catch and pop up. So I'm learning that my tubular frame, which I just started using, because every time we did a special, I'd be like, I'm going to take a tubular frame. And then we would sell
Somebody
out
would buy
and
it.
I would like give them my tubular. So I finally have one. It saves that. It like everything kind of glides over it, and it's just a little bit bigger on the edges, but longer. And because I think the extension table would kind of save it too, but I think it's not recommended for those things. I don't know why. Still works. But the tubular frame.
Yeah, it was
Get it.
Cindy was telling
Get the
me
tubular.
about flying back with the machine. Shipping up to $400 on Southwest.
The middle of slipped.
So she's talking about the tubular frame.
You're talking about, yes. Okay, I ordered 5 of them, and I think 2 of them are sold. So if you want the tubular frame, it's not cheap. I don't know why it retails
They're
for
like
$719. But reach out and I'll give you a great price on the tubular frame. But that's what I've been using. That's what we're talking about right now that I love, because the hoops do kind of catch. And like I said, I was using my extension table and it seemed fine. I didn't notice anything really wrong with it. But then Cheryl pointed out that in the instructions, like written in there, says do not use it with the extension table. So I put on my tubular frame, and I love that thing. I'm like, oh, it just goes on so easily, and like it's so smart and clever.
Your XP3 would bring, depending upon what we do, around $10,000 in trade for the Avenir. So if that's a conversation that you want to have, Lady Fair, call me.
All right, you ready?
So,
let's get started for the day. Okay, just so you know, because a lot of people have been signing up for Digital Dealer, fabric kits, I put at the end of the month they'll be ready. I think we'll be ready more mid-month, but I did say just give us a couple weeks because it's going to take us a long time. We're cutting all of those, and it takes a while. So,
I totally, by the way, that like our little A1 Cares group, I will set up and get that done over the weekend. Like it seemed like folks were interested in that.
And I think that's kind of important.
Yeah, no, I'll get that done. Jeannie mentioned it to me last fall, and you know, this store, it's like it moves from one thing to the next, but I'll get that set up and done.
Carol, I'm putting you down for one of those tubulars. Okay?
Do you want to put Bev down too?
Bev, I'll put you down, and then you can let me know and I'll send you a price on that too.
Are you doing a sew-along tomorrow? I think there's one on the calendar.
Tomorrow is... I was just thinking about tomorrow. Is tomorrow Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay. Yeah, can I stay home tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. I have so many UFOs. I'm going to work on on something tomorrow. I'm not even going to talk about what it is, but just do a sit and sew with me tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, November 1st. I'll be at home and I'll log on after the live feed. So probably around 10 o'clock, I'll log on and we will go ahead and do a sit and sew. So you guys can just join me, work on anything you want to work on, and I'll see what I can put together tonight so that I'm like set and ready to go. I think some of you joined us yesterday. Miss Suzanne, she did her first sew along. She teaches the accessory class, so she's done other stuff, but she did the, is it called Farm Life? The barn one, the mug rug, and did a great job with that. And I think Dana's going to be doing another one. She's going to be doing the kitty cat one, and that's going to be happening, was that on Quilt As You Go? Where's the kitty cat? She's going to be doing that on the 12th of November. We do have some other sew-alongs coming up. Quilt As You Go placemats with Karen Bowl. That's the Casablanca. Quilt As You Go, just have a jelly roll, have the batting. And then we're doing the Joy Lace Christmas stocking next Friday. And then the week after that, we have a lot of sew-alongs. So the week of the 12th, Dana's going to do a sew-along on the 12th. Michelle's going to do a sew-along on the 13th. I'm going to do a sew-along on the 14th. We've got the Minky Kim pouch, the Janine Babbage tabletop, and then Miss Lindsay's going to be doing her first session of the leggings class. I still have to put up her second session, which will be sometime in December. Everything should be on the calendar too, hopefully. I think everything's on the calendar. Any sew-alongs coming up? So yeah, NorCal Quilter, Miss Betty, go ahead and get on the website, and most of the sew-alongs are going to be there. Cutwork napkins. Cutwork napkins are going to be, and if you want, you can just buy the design directly from OEST. You can get the design from us, or you can get the hard copy from them. I think I have 2 more hard copies in the store, and then you can also get the digital download, which we'll send to you immediately. So Cutwork napkins. That is happening on the 20th, and it's going to be in the afternoon. Freestanding lace, so make sure you get all your stuff for that. That's going to be super fun. And Karen's going to do a whole day of sew-alongs on the 20th because she's doing the Save the Date December pillow in the morning, and then she's going to be doing this in the afternoon. Watch this. So I didn't know. Does the mug rug designs only come? It only comes in the CD. Yeah, so you do have to download it. So just pretend like just download it onto your computer and just pretend that the whole thing was a download. But yeah, they only do that in the CD. Yes, and please do hit the like and subscribe buttons. We appreciate it. I think it helps us in the algorithms, which I don't even really know what that means, but I think it does all help us. Happy Halloween! Happy birthday to Miss Graydon, who works with us. Today is her birthday. And enjoy yourself. Be safe out there. And remember, it is last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we love you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.